Hello everyone. Ah, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. It is the last day of Simsmas. Oh my god. I never thought I would get to this point, you guys, but I am finally here. You guys are here. Welcome, welcome. This is going to be a review of 2018 as well as a little chit chat. Yes, I'm going to be talking the whole way through. Got a little jazz in the background, just to set the mood right. So let's get into this. I'm really excited about this video and review things with you guys. So first up, we have Benton. And this is all in order from starting in January and so forth. So this is for like the full year. Benton holds a very special place in my heart. I absolutely love this build. It's a huge, massive black and white build. It's just perfect for the bougie sim in your life that wants it all. Really took my time with this build. I take my time with all my builds, but I put extra care into this because I wanted it to look a certain way. I wanted to have that almost empty, homey feel to it. The kind of homes that just have way too much space for no good reason. I'm weird. That's the whole look I was going for. So, yeah, Benton is definitely a favorite of mine. But how are you guys? What did you ask for Santa to bring you? I didn't ask him for anything. I just, I have everything that I need. I have, I don't know, a roof over my head and clean sheets on my bed and my health. So there's really nothing that I had wanted from Santa. So I'm good to go. But I'm sure my mother has some gifts for me. I'll be going to her house a little later on. But I wanted to film this early for you guys. So we are coming up on the Havana Laundromat Challenge. Now, when laundry stuff had came out, I created like this huge wheel to see what kind of style of laundromat that a person would make, and I had landed on Barbie. So this is my Barbie laundry mat. So yeah, a lot of people loved it. So I was surprised at the response to and that everybody loved the colors. I thought it was a little too much pink, but everybody said it was just the perfect amount of pink. This is Valerie. Valerie is a very Midwestern type home. Love Valerie, love the brown tones that I had used. If you notice in my recent builds, I've used a ton of browns. They're just so warm, so versatile and easy for me to decorate and style with. So I've definitely been using a lot of browns lately, but this is where all the brown started. So I absolutely love it. I'm gonna be saying like 1,000 times. I apologize. I wanted to also, there it goes again. Just talk about some random stuff that's going on. I don't get a chance to talk to you guys because I'm always popping in and then leaving you with some music. This whole Simsmas has wiped me out. Your girl is tired. I had no idea this was gonna take such a toll and just be so tiring, but it's been a fun challenge, but it's been a challenge nonetheless. This is the chess restaurant that I had built, just like a huge chessboard that I wanted to make, just an idea that came to me. My son is in the 3rd grade, so with that he's starting multiplication and he's having a bit of a hard time understanding it. So, every night when he comes home, we have to review and I have to quiz him myself, and then I have to remember all the tips and tricks myself as well as what his teacher is showing him. There's apparently some new way to do it. Like, this month has been a hot mess. It's really been a hot mess, but your girl has gotten through it. and I'm happy about that. This is Harleston. The vibe I was going for was sort of like a Louisiana type of build with the vines and the deep like hedges that I had around there. That's what I was going for, so I hope I was able to capture that as well as the colors and the inside of the home. What else has been going on with me? Aside from that, aside from Simsmas, nothing else has been going on. Work is good. I absolutely love my job. Very happy to have found it. And yeah, it's just a good time all around. All these builds, by the way, are on my gallery, and if you want to watch the videos, you just go down my long list of videos. I will probably link them in the description box. Please don't hold me to it, because your girl's tired. Don't hold me to that. But just go. I do have a playlist of like my builds and stuff, so you'll see them in there. Haruki Kita. Yes, I made Haruki as part of my, what do I call them? I call them my specialty Sims, because I use them for various things, and you'll see in a few minutes what I use them for. And it's just this small group of like 8 Sims, I want to say, that I use for the different videos that I had going on this year. And so I needed to create like a bunch of like different Sims. Like, your girl doesn't discriminate on this channel. You'll see Sims of all colors here. This is Sweetheart. This was for Valentine's Day. I went crazy with the reds. I did like a nice red plum type feel to the whole house. It was a very small, quaint little cottage, little 2-bedroom going on 1 bath. It was very sweet. It was a very sweet build, very nice. I enjoyed building it. So yeah, you'll see my specialty Sims coming up very shortly. What else? There's nothing else going on with me. Your girl is boring, to be honest. To be truthfully honest, nothing going on. Okay, so this is Dear. For all the ladies, part of my specialty Sims, I wanted to do like a sort of animals week where I dress them and transform them into an animal. And so I think I did a really, really good job. This is Snake, transforming them into the animal that I had wanted them to be, and then just popping like some regular schmegular backdrop just to intensify the whole thing, and getting their clothes and headgear and makeup. Like, I had so much fun. Tiger. The only thing with Tiger is I wish I would have gotten her different ears to match with the tiger, but it still worked out in the end. I remember those ears. Those ears came with all types of different furs and stuff. It was a good find, a good CZ find. She is wearing, Haruki's wearing the same ears, and I was able to find the wolf pattern. So yeah, but I absolutely love this. Love. What else can I talk about? And then Spider. Really nothing else, to be honest, for me. But I wanted to talk on a few things that has been going on in the Sims community. If you guys have been following me, then you'll know the latest drama. This is the industrial build. It was a collab with Sim Archie. I was actually so nervous to do this build. She had did the outside, and I was supposed to decorate the inside. She had tweeted out that she just wanted to collab with somebody. I was like, should I go for it? Should I not? Should I go for it? Should I not? And I'm like, just go for it. So I'm like, me. I want to do it with you. And, we had DM'd each other. And then I think like a month later, she was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm like, all right, I'm ready too. And then, we collaborated on thoughts. I'm like, we should do something industrial. And then she's like, cool. And then this happened, and I'm very proud of it. And yeah, I just wanted to include that. So what's been going on in the Sims community? So about a few weeks ago, maybe a week and a half, this is Brendan Clark. And then coming up, we'll have Ben Taylor and Christian Johnson as part of my specialty Sims. I'm not going to go into detail in what happened, but I would just say that it is it showed a lot about how truly messed up social media is. I'll touch on that in a second. This is fire. What I was doing this week was, what did I call it? Now I forgot. Elements week. The 5 elements. You have your fire, you have earth, you have metals, water, and then wood. So what I was going for was, what would these elements look like and what powers would they have? Like, your girl's weird, just stick with me on this. And then I just created these 2 couples, put them together, dressed them up as if they were, how do I say this? Like beings from this specific element. There. I hope that makes sense. With metals, metal is actually a bunch of pastel colors that make up the silver color. That's what I found out. I thought that was very interesting, so I thought I would share that with you guys. And I love those colors. It is so pretty. Then we have water. Actually, in the video, these are all in videos, by the way, I had made the screen move like water. That's part of the transitions that I'm able to have in my editing program. So I thought that was so cool and went right along with it. So if you guys want to check out the videos, all you gotta do is scroll. And then we have wood. Now I'm sure some people will say, well, what about air? Yes, air is an element, but it is not the main element. That is a element that's part of nature. I wanted to stick with the main elements for this. So yeah, no, I was super proud of this. Super proud of this, that I have made this collage, and actually this collage is on my desktop. It is a permanent staple on my desktop. It will not go away. I am that proud of that whole thing. So as I was saying, I'm not going to go into details. It tells a lot about how social media is so nasty, and it's such a negative place. This is Brooke. That, anything can happen at the drop of a hat. And I always go back to this quote from Malcolm X, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Now, he had said this quote like many moons ago in the 60s. But I think it still is relevant today. So it says, if you're not careful, the newspapers will have you hating the people who are being oppressed and loving the people who are doing the oppressing. Now, that's not to say that no one was being oppressed, and no one was being oppressed with this whole situation. That's not why I'm saying this quote. I'm saying this quote because be careful who you just work so hard to defend on social media, on the internet. Make sure you are 1,001% sure that the person you are defending is truly worthy of being defended. Now, of course, if you see somebody being bullied and all that, it's natural for us to step in and want to protect that person. But make sure you really know that person. Because as soon as everything went off and blah, 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 that same person turned back around and really showed their real colors. And of course, everybody just turned their cheek and, left it at that, which was weird. Very weird. This is the Spring Lookbook 2018. I absolutely love this. Love the video, love all the outfits. I went all out. I went through her hair, made sure the outfits were on point. I was feeling all of this. She is also part of my specialty Sims group. But yeah, that whole situation was out of control. I had people DMing me, you know, saying that they have my back, which I truly appreciate. I really, really do. You know, I'm a woman of a certain age. It takes a lot, like a lot to get me riled up, to get me upset. I definitely have very thick skin. This is Shelby, love Shelby, the dark. I was so afraid to do the black wallpaper, but it worked out at the end. I just want to add that in. You know, I have thick skin, so you're gonna have to come at me really, really hard in order for me to get super riled up. This is Swimwear Lookbook 2018. Love her looks. Now, my language may have been just a tad bit harsh, but I needed to get my point across, because what you're not gonna do is try to tell me how I was feeling was completely wrong because it makes you uncomfortable. That's not what you're about to do. No. You're not going to pat me on my head and tell me that you're sorry. And that's another little quote that I say to myself about people. They like to do that. They like to pat you on your head and tell you that you're sorry. Tell you that they're sorry and think that that's okay. That's not okay. Please don't accept that. Don't accept that from anybody. But moving on from that, I've already said too much. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Speaking of that, there was another issue with this collaboration that The Sims is doing with baby Ariel, which I thought was very strange how they first of all introduced her. It was just a tweet saying, oh, you know, baby Ariel merch is here on Sims Mobile. Mind you, I don't even play Sims Mobile, so you know, I didn't have too much to say about it, but from what I saw up Tilted Towers from Fortnite, okay, your girl went crazy with this, but it was so good. And the response that I received, the views, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. You know, what I saw on Twitter with people saying, you know, just shut up, it's free content, just say thank you and go about your business. Where do they do that? Where do they do that at? So, Filling Up Newcrest collab, I was a part of a bunch of excellent simmers. I had so much fun making this computer cafe. Never let anyone tell you to just stop asking questions. Just accept what's being given to you. Don't you dare do that to yourself. Please don't. Continue to ask questions and continue asking until you get the answer that you want. Renovating my worst build. I love this build. It was a townhouse that I had built when I had when I first started my channel, and it was horrendous. So I went back and I said, I want to correct this build, and the response was well received. Thank you so much for that. And the build turned out excellent. No one ever got anywhere by just accepting things as they are. They never said all the game changers that you see, not the Sims game changers, but like the game changers in history. They never said, okay, I'll just accept this as this is. They didn't say that. They pushed and they pushed and they pushed until they got to where they wanted to be, until they got the answers that they wanted. Like, it's not that deep, but it is deep for me, because when I see that and the young simmers that are on Twitter and looking at this, they're probably thinking, okay, well, you know, I don't want to ask questions the next time. Enigma! Oh my gosh, my heart and soul. You guys, when I tell you that my stress levels were at an all-time high when I was making this Machinima series, but oh my god, my heart and soul right here. Put blood, sweat, and tears literally tears into this. Your girl was staying up until 2 o'clock in the morning, going to sleep for 30 minutes, waking up, continuing to edit till 4 o'clock in the morning just to get up to go to work the next day. Like, I was that dedicated. And I didn't do all of this for the views, for the recognition, blah, blah, blah. I did it for the creativity. That's why I did it. And I love it when I put my heart and soul into something and it is just, it's out there for everyone to see, for everyone to enjoy. You can choose to enjoy it or you don't have to, but it's out there and I love it. And Enigma, I love Enigma. And if you missed the announcement, Enigma will be returning next Halloween. This will be sort of like my own little movie type thing. Like, this was part 1. Part 2 will be next year until the stories come to a close. Because trust me, I have everything written down. Their stories are not over yet. I know everybody practically died, but their stories are not over yet. So look out for that. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah, continue asking questions. Yeah, don't let people just tell you to just accept things. I thought that was really messed up. And I'm not going to point out who said that. I'm not going to name any names. But this person was a game changer. And, I just thought that was really messed up. Like, a lot of these people are impressionable, young people, and if they see that, they're definitely going to say, okay, well, I guess I can't question anything that comes out. Continue to question. Please question everything that's thrown your way. Do not accept a thing that you feel should not be accepted. Then that's all I'm going to say on that. This is Modern Lane. This was a CC only build, except for like the bathroom stuff. I still have everything that is here. When I tell you I'm in love with the CC that I had picked out, just what I picked out. I don't know about your CC, but my CC, I'm in love with my CC. So I definitely have the CC saved and we'll be playing with it some more. It was 4 houses on a huge lot in Newcrest that I have built this on. I actually need to upload this whole lot to the gallery. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it by single or upload the whole thing. It's empty now. I took out all the CC, so do you want me to furnish it or upload it empty? Let me know down below and I can make that happen like it ain't no thing. Oakhome collab with Simmer Dan. My good lord. I think Simmer Dan was testing me when he made this build, if I'm gonna be completely honest. This thing was massive, 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 massive. So like this whole, living room space over here, I did struggle a little bit to try and fill in the space. Your girl is not a clutter queen. I like things to look clean, crisp, to the point. You don't need a whole lot of stuff to fill up a space is basically how I feel. But there were some bare spots just in that living room area there. Yes, I put a tree in the middle of the kitchen. Got a lot of comments on that. Yes, your girl put a tree there. Okay, I had to put something in the middle. But it was very homey, very warm, again with the brown tones. Listen, I actually love this little area here. This was upstairs. I think it's so nice with the fireplace and the pictures and all that. And this is the little laundry room. Blah. I can't even talk. I've been talking for so long. The little laundry room, a little girls' room, got the little teenagers' room, and then their little computer area / homework area there, and then the main bedroom there. So, and then a little boy's room. There was just a lot to this build. A lot. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really, really did. And alright, so we got exploring debug items. I had built the house off camera, and then I just went in to add in some of the debug items that I have been wanting to explore for the longest, but just never had the time, so I thought Simsmas was the perfect time to do that. What else do I want to discuss? I think that's it. Well, just one little thing. There's a lot of talk about mental health and, doing things for your mental health. Please, I'm trying to find the right words so I don't come off as not being understanding. When I think of someone that has a mental illness, Treehouse, by the way, I love this build. I think of someone who can't cope with anything that has to do with negativity. And social media is a negative place. That's just what it is. If you find a happy place in it, congratulations, keep at that. But for someone with a severe mental illness to be on social media, that concerns me just a bit, because I don't think that you're taking yourself into consideration. You're not taking your health into consideration. And I think that Antique, this is actually the last of it. And I think that at that point, you need to take a step back and away from social media. Like, for a very long time, I see people saying I need to take some time away from my mental health, and then they're back an hour later. That's not you taking a step back for your mental health. That's you being overwhelmed in that moment, and then you need to take a step back. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. Just make sure you're putting yourself first and ahead of all the social media stuff. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. I'm taking a break. I will be back sometime closer to February. Probably not that long, but your girl needs a break after this. Anyway, love you guys. See you soon. Bye.